So, anybody have any other questions for Calvin, or as far as his tuning? Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just here to facilitate. That's right. I'm here to facilitate. Questions for Calvin as far as his tuning, why he strums the way he does.
Did you have any more dreams?
I'm afraid not. No more after that. Because it took me years to still try to learn how to play this. And I'm still learning. And hey, Dan. Hey. Love you.
Yeah, we were reminded yesterday that the guitar that you see Calvin playing was given to him by Dan Tyack in Philadelphia.
Right. Good job, man.
Well, he didn't have any straight fender, you know.
That's right, and
So, if the Lord wasn't going to provide, well, the Lord did provide.
yeah, Dan was instrumental and also developing an inspiration to me as far as helping other musicians get guitars that need them, because some of these instruments are pretty expensive, and you can get the cheaper ones, but I found over the years, especially the pedal steel, if I sit a country player behind a pedal steel, it'll last forever. If I sit a sacred steel player behind a pedal steel, it may last one service. I've seen it, and I've literally seen it happen, and I felt so bad that we were in Toledo, Ohio, and Fran Grace was playing, and she had a pedal steel. She had a Carter starter, and it literally fell apart on her on stage while she was playing. And I was like, okay, this is gonna stop, you know. And so we start to educate our players as to the finer points of getting a better instrument. You know, and it's not so much about, okay, I have this, I'm playing this. It's just to have a better instrument so that you don't have it fall apart on you in stage. So, yeah, and if another thing, Carter Guitars made their first pedal steel that they made for Robert. If you looked at it, it was a year. I looked at it and it looked like it had been in a gunfight. So he's tough. He's tough on it. So I also want to direct attention to the infamous Kenny Ellis, who has been an inspiration to me. I did always play steel guitar, but for a period of time I branched off to play lead guitar, and I played lead guitar for a while, and in order to secure a spot in Nashville, and so to secure that spot, I knew that I had to learn some of the stuff that he did. So I spent a week at Calvin's and learned what Calvin wanted, and that's all. But I'd like for Kenny to talk about being the sideman in the church, and what it entails, because it's pretty important.
I was hoping it would not come on. So, Kenneth Ellis, I am born and raised in Fort Lauderdale. That's my beautiful wife right there in the green pants and the floral top. That's Tamara. So, a little bit of history. Back in the 70s, I was started playing, moved. I supported Ted Beard into his father's state assembly back in the 70s. And at that time, Ted told me I did not have any rhythm. So I said, okay. And he took a couple of days and said, this is how it should go, and here's the rhythm for it. From there, it created a foundation of kind of what a steel player wanted. And then after that, I progressed up to, I don't know how, but to start playing behind all of the steel players. I think the biggest thing with me is that I knew that they wanted the ability to be free and to have the ability to do anything on the steel. So my job was, in my mind, was to make sure I filled the entire atmosphere with sound so that they had the ability to move around, to be creative, to break, to start, to do anything they wanted to do. The crazy stuff is when we would be into a church service, the good Lord would come through, and we did some very crazy things. You all thought Jimi Hendrix had some stuff. It does not compare to what we were doing, trust me. The Lord would come in and we would play some tunes that we never practiced, never actually pulled a string before in our life. And then at the end of the service, we were hoping, who recorded that? Did anyone record it so that we know how to play that tune again? Fortunately, we had some people to record it. And again, like I say, that my job was to make sure that they had that freedom to move about and do what they wanted to do. As you just heard me come in, I had no idea what Calvin was going to do. So I just listened, looked at his foot for a little bit, and as you can hear, I just filled the background and gave him the latitude to do anything he wanted to do on the steel guitar or the lap guitar. So that's a little bit about me. I've been playing since the 70s. My son played a little bit, but unfortunately he did not continue. Hopefully you can speak to him, Calvin, and knock him upside the head. So with that being said, I'm just glad to be here among the great legends.
All right.
Thank you.